Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the council submission process where we're looking at the technology for linking into a council meeting. So this link is the link that we actually have, and I keep getting kicked out of the link side of things, and so signing back in. So this is the second time I've been kicked off, and so now there's two people here. So I'm just waiting for. I just had to re-sign in, Marley. Is that all right? Are you there? Okay. So it says there's two participants, so I'm in twice, which is fine. So how does this next thing work? So this is the technology. Now there's a couple of other options. My request to go through, my request was to use the Apple version of FaceTime. So they do have in their possession iPads. So we could have worked that, but then the Chambers has a big screen, and so there was no way to link the big screen through iPads. But I've just realised that there's a thing called Apple TV, which I think would work. So if they went out and bought an Apple TV and plugged it into the HDMI cable, that would then give them connection. So at the moment we're just waiting for their IT to hook up in the Chambers so that we can link in. So that's a good idea. So how that would work with the Apple TV is they would possibly do it. Hi Marley.
Oh, hi.
Can you click your video feed button, please?
Yes, 1 moment.
Because I've got a static picture of you.
Right, is this... I've just got to adjust the camera.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you're not looking at the right place. I might have to move this.
Now I fell off a second time.
I do apologise for that, Rod. I did speak to our IT people, and you're going to have the same problem with FaceTime anyway. So the drop off isn't going to be any different if we swap to FaceTime. So I hope you don't mind using this link technology. It is definitely going to be the best way for us to be able to hear your submission today.
Yep. That's good. Whereabouts is the camera going to be facing those two chairs like it is now? Whereabouts? Can you show me where the camera's going to be set up?
I can adjust it and put it anywhere actually. So we'll just try and find an ideal spot where you can see everybody once they all arrive. It's just going to take a little bit of manoeuvring around the room.
So do they sit in a circle as the chairperson at the head of the table? How does it? Is it a U shape or circle?
So at the far end of the table, that's where the chair sits.
Okay. Because like I said with the iPad, I've actually solved for IT's problem with the iPad. There's a thing called an Apple TV. They're $159. Apple TV, the little box sold at Noel Leeming or the electrical shops, and that's the link that would be able to link an iPad to the overhead projector. It's called an Apple TV. So if the IT's there, just mention it to them. If they don't have an Apple TV for $159 in their building, then that's the way to solve it. Are you able to put that up on the counter, like where where the chairperson is? Are you there? Are you able to put it up on the counter where the chairperson is? I can't actually hear you at the moment. Has one of the plugs come out? Marley, I'm back again. I don't know if it was you that dropped out or I dropped out. Marley, I'm back again. I don't know if it was you dropped out or I dropped out, but it does take that amount of time to reconnect. Is that going to be disconcerting for the councillors?
Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties this afternoon. I have got my fingers crossed. But as you know, technology doesn't always behave itself.
Is there an IT person with you in the room at the moment?
No, it's just me.
Okay. The positioning of the camera, for me, it's easier to talk through the chair. So even if I don't have to see all of their faces, I just really need to be able to speak to the chair, so I can see the chair's face, because that gives me body language and cues, facial cues, with regards to how comfortable the chair is with regards to directing questions and that sort of thing. Is that possible to? And it also helps if they say something, I can read their lips as well.
The thing is, this camera is attached to this big screen.
Okay.
So I can't take the camera more than that far away from the big screen, and so the chair's up the other end of the table, so I just have to sort of think about how this could work. Remember how I was talking about a backup with the iPad? Yep, but in saying that, I just don't think that that's going to be practical for me in running the meeting, because my role in the meeting today is to be sitting next to the chair and taking minutes. Okay. That picture you had before, the height of it, if it was up high, so next to can you actually put it up above, like, the screen, as high as the screen, or on top of the screen? Something like that would work, wouldn't it, Rod? Can you also turn your camera on? Because now that this has dropped out, yes, it will work, Marley. Now that it's dropped out, I actually don't get a picture. So I know you're taking notes, but I actually think that you'll probably have to train someone else how to turn the picture or reconnect. Can you see? Is there a picture of me? No. There's a picture of a static photo, but there's no motion picture. Oh, okay. Let let me see if I